Okay, we're here. Yeah, I decided we're working on the voice because, as you're aware, Grumpy Cat has been loud. Um, hello, welcome. I haven't even posted it on Blue Sky yet that I'm live. Um, hold on. Okay, so there. Yeah, we've been doing this one for like 3 months. You know, no big deal. Um, no, I got really distracted. Uh, after I had my little incident at work where, I had to stop and use the friggin' inhaler because stock about killed me, um, I've been really kind of out of it and I've been really non focusy because, like I said, there's a bunch of convention drama going on right now. Um, the long story short of it, keeping everything as anonymous as possible. Um, the convention drama that is currently happening is, for context, I judge anime con contests. Um, yeah, but this is bad. This is like not just drama that I'm just like, people are being drama queens. Like, this is like shit actually went wrong. Um, and this is shit that has me mad. And you know that normally I just stay out of the drama. But for context, I judge cosplay contests at, conventions. Um, and yeah. Okay, so there's this universal, like, well understood rule within the space of the cosplay community for at least as long as I've been in it, which is 21 years. Um, and it's that if a costume has won an award, you don't compete with it again. Um, that's called sandbagging. Sandbagging can also be under competing, so that would be like, since my level that I've competed and won at has masters, I'm as high as you can go. That would be like me entering a contest as a journeyman, knowing damn well that I compete at masters. So if like I purposely ranked myself lower to win, that's called sandbagging. And that is extremely frowned upon. Um, and it was brought to my attention by one of my fellow judges yesterday that one of the people that, competes in one of the conventions, contests that I judge, sandbagged another convention, and, they did so after they did so with a costume that we directly told them not to bring to the contest I judge, because doing so would be sandbagging. Um, so yeah, there's that going on. So it's been a lot of me talking to my fellow judges about what the hell we're gonna do about it, um, all day. So that's why I've been a little flustered and all over the place and not paying attention. I didn't even realize it was 7 until I looked down, and then I was like, oh shit, what time is it? 7. Fuck, I'm supposed to be streaming. And yeah, so somebody sandbagged a convention, um, and that I do not run, with a costume that had won at a different contest, again, that I do not partake in, but I knew about the win, so I told them they couldn't bring it to the convention I do take part in. And then the um yes and no. Um yes and no. It is the convention that it took place is at responsibility to do something about it. But as a judge within the space of the community, it's also my job to, bring it to the attention of all my other judges if I know about it. It's also the same thing if, like, someone is claiming to have certain awards and they don't. Um, it's sandbagging is a form of cheating. So it's the concept that, okay, I'm gonna use myself as an example because I'm trying to keep this as anonymous as possible. I won Masters for my version of Edward Elric. And it would be like me going to another convention with Ed, even though I know Ed is won, and competing with him anyways. And the reason this is bad is because I'm walking into this convention knowing that I damn well have an award-winning costume. So it's putting all of the other competitors at a disadvantage. Because I already know this costume's gonna go, has and probably will win again. So it's putting it as a disadvantage to the other cosplayers, so it's really rude. It's rude and it's cheating and it's extremely frowned upon. That's why if your costume has won, you don't compete with it again. Yes, Socks, I know. My mom is gone for the week. Well, and that's the thing. That's where it becomes the other convention's thing. They should be the one who steps up and disqualifies that win. So that's where the cosplay directors have to talk, and I am not a cosplay director. I am a judge. But then it's also the cosplay directors that I work with. Socks. Mom left for the week, so her cat is extremely upset. No, that's where the cosplay directors come in, and where it does become partly our responsibility. Now the cosplay directors I work with are now making sure that it is stated bluntly within the rules of the conventions they run that sandbagging is not allowed. And if you are a known sandbagger within the space of the community, you will be barred from that contest and entering. So, like, that's the consequence. You will get barred from conventions before you can even enter, because you sandbagged at another convention. So, like, that's why it is partly my problem, because it not everybody can keep track of every cosplayer and every contest, but as judges, we kind of have a little network and we talk. To being like, oh no, I judged them at so-and-so, we gave them this. Or, oh no, I judged them at such and such, they entered with this, it was a different costume. Cause like, that's another example. I had somebody that I judged at the convention I went to in June, at the convention I was just at, with the exact same character, but it was two different cosplays, because it was two different versions of the character. So that doesn't count. That's like me entering one contest with regular Ed and another contest with the Briggs version of Ed. That's completely different. Poor Sock, she's having a rough time. She's not used to Mom being gone this long, so now she's at the bottom of my desk just, like, meowing. I know, baby, she's not coming back. She's gone for the week. I know, baby, I know. So, like, that's the problem. That's why it is partly my problem. That's why, yes, she's a black cat with, little white socks. She's a black kitty with little white socks, and I'm the one who named her when she was born. That's why it is my problem, because that's why one of my fellow judges came with it and went, hey, didn't this person already win with this costume? And I went, yes, that's the one we told them not to bring to the con because they won. And then they turned around a couple weeks later and went to another con with that costume. They were told, don't do this, it's sandbagging. So that's why we're having problems today. And yeah, there's that con drama going on. Yay, it's actual, like, true problems we have to, like, adjust and fix. So, yeah, there's that. Sucks, I know. She's normally not in my room because she's normally like clung to mom. Oh. See, and that's where we're having the problem. It's not like they did it and they didn't know what sandbagging was, or they didn't know they couldn't compete with the same question twice, because that's the thing, they've been cosplaying for a hot second and they've competed in multiple competitions, so that's also why we're struggling. It's not like it's this newbie person who's coming to me with the first costume ever and they didn't know they couldn't wear it to the same con. That's an educational moment. That's my time to teach you. That's my time to be like, hey, you can't do this. It's called this, and this is why we don't do it. And yeah, so that's why we're having a problem. And then that's also the thing where the convention that it took place at is kind of what we consider a get your feet wet con. It's not a very big con, so it kind of got treated like an easy win. That's also why we're frustrated, because they were aware that their costume won at a much bigger con in the area. So this like itty bitty tiny drop in the bucket con, of course you're gonna win. Because most people, I didn't even know this con existed, it was that small. So yeah, so it's like a get your feet wet con, and you know at a much bigger con you won, so of course you're gonna win if you entered this one. Of course you are. And that's also like the problem. We directly told them, do not enter this costume. You've already competed and won with it. And then they listened and they obeyed for the convention that I was at. And then a few weeks later, they went to this drop in the bucket con and ignored every goddamn thing my cosplay director told them. So that's why we're frustrated, and my little group of judges is kind of in a fluster, and we're having a mess right now. And we're trying to like sort things out with each other of like, well, if this happens or this happens, what are we gonna do? Or if this happens or this happens, what are we gonna do? And we're also like trying to compile a list of everyone we know that sandbags, because this is not the first time it's come up in recent days. That's also why we're frustrated, because there was somebody else who sandbagged at a convention that my cosplay director just went to, and showed absolutely zero remorse for it, and in fact showed incredibly poor sportsmanship, and started complaining that they did not win, and started going on about how they were better than the winners and this is why, and then went into the Facebook group to garter pity for not winning. And then when people called this cosplayer out for sandbagging, they just went the fuck off about it. So sandbagging is like becoming a big thing again, that we're having multiple occurrences of it, so that's also why we have to like nip this in the butt before it gets worse. And there has to be consequences. If you're going to cheat, there has to be consequences. So that's the problem. That's why I was late. That's why I looked down and went, what the fucking time is it? And it's a big giant mess, and like I said, there's the responsibilities of the fact that I am a judge, so that means I have to discuss things with people, and we have to like keep track of this, unfortunately. I need to zoom in more than that. So yeah, unfortunately we have to keep in. Normally I am very out of the drama. Normally I stay very much out of whatever's going on. But it's also not my job to play detective on whether or not my competitors are cheating. I expect them to show up with integrity and be honest. So I'm also just really, really disappointed in this person, and I almost don't know if I can trust them again. I know my cosplay director considered barring them from the convention. I don't know if they're going to or not. I don't know how I would trust this person's word. Yeah, and that's it. It's we wouldn't be so frustrated if we hadn't directly told them not to use that costume. And I was the one who called it out. Because that's the thing, they tried to sandbag the convention that I judged. But they were stopped before the convention happened because I asked for a list of who we had. Because the cosplay director hadn't told me who we had, but I wanted to know what costumes were coming. I didn't ask which cosplayers were coming, I asked which costumes were coming. And I asked because, I don't know why this is a thing, we ask for it every time, but people do it anyways. Every single time I judge a con, we tell people, you must bring printed reference of your character. I've written this stuff in so many forums in full caps, as bold as I can get it. You must bring me printed reference of your character. And for some reason, there's at least 4 people that never do. So the reason I'd asked for which characters are coming was so that I could compile a little quick cheat sheet of reference on my phone, so when in doubt someone failed to bring me reference, I had my own. Because I can't judge off no reference. And that's when I saw that character, and I'd asked, who's bringing that? And when I got told it's this person, I was like, no, they won with it. And I sent my cosplay director the video of their win. So I was like, no, they've won. That's why they got told ahead of time, no, you can't bring that. You've already won with it, because I called it out. Socks baby, I know you were having the worst day of your kitty life. Mom has been gone for 24 hours. What are you going to do? She's struggling. She's struggling. The best way I can describe Socks is, you know that meme where people, it's just stick figures, and people will be like, this is Steve likes Steve's personal space, this is Bob also likes Steve's personal space. That's Socks and my mom. Where it's literally like, this is Mom likes Mom's personal space, this is Socks also likes Mom's personal space. And like, the thing is too, that like why my little baby black cat is struggling is because Mom caves. Mom refers to Socks as her bolo, so when she's watching TV, Socks sits right on Mom's chest, pressed up right into her neck. And she just sits there like that. And she just caves. And I won't cave. I keep trying to get her to go sleep on Mom's bed, and she won't do it. I know, now we're into yowling. Now we're gonna yowl. And that's also what she'll do. She'll just sit there and yowl. Anytime Mom leaves the house, she'll even walk right into my room and she'll start yowling to tell me that she left. And I'm like, dude, I know. She's outside. She'll be fine. She's just a very clingy baby. I don't know if I have a picture of her that I can bring up quickly. Actually, I do think I do. Hold on. It's on my Facebook. Hold on. I think I can bring up a picture of her real damn quick, actually. I've taken nope, not that one. I've taken a picture of that fucking cat. Look at your face. I'm saying, where's my photography page? There it is. That's when she was a baby, but that's Socks. This is Socks. This is who you keep hearing yowl. Yeah, this is Little Miss. I'm having a hard time. My life is over. This is Socks. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, because she talks a lot too. This is Princess when she was a kitten. Those are the two cats we have left. This was all of them when they were kittens, and Queen, their mother. Queen, that's why Queen was their mother, and I named the baby Princess because she's the one who looks like her mother. Those cats are a thing, because, actually, we can have chatty time today, and I'll talk to, and I'll tell you about, things. So those cats are funny, because, we've always had cats ever since I was a kid. Always. We've always just had cats. And when Mom's cat prior to Queen passed, her name was Nico. Guess who named her? So when Nico passed away, Dad swore we're not gonna have any more cats. It's not gonna happen. And mind you, I am a full-ass adult, and I have moved out of the house at this point. And yeah, Dad swore we're not having any more cats. So I can't remember coming over and being like, what the hell, there's no cats in this house, fuck's going on? It was really weird. And Dad was convinced I'm not having any more cats. And then I came over, like, I want to say a month or so later. And mind you, my day to come over was Sunday, and that's when I would have dinner with Mom and Dad. I'd come over on the Sundays. And there's a calico cat in the yard. And she's just a stray, chilling out in the yard. And I'm like, dude, thought we weren't getting any more cats. What's up with the calico? And Dad and Mom just kind of groans and rolls her eyes, and she goes, go ask your father about it. And I was like, okay. Mind you, this also is out of the ordinary, because Dad was the one when I was growing up that never let the cats touch him, like, ever. Do not set on me, do not touch me. I'm not about the cats. The only time he ever got really excited about the cats was when my cat, Gino, got brought into the family when I was, like, 2021, but that's also because Gino was a giant cat. Gino was huge. And, like, when I picked him up, he took up the entirety of my chest. He was, like, 25 pounds. He was fucking giant. I miss my baby. I miss him so much. But, so, Dad's never been a cat guy, and now there's a cat in the yard, and Mom is telling me to go ask Dad. And I'm like, hey, what's up with the calico? And he goes, oh, she's our new girl. And I was like, what do you mean she's your new girl? I thought you weren't getting any more cats, Dad. And he looks at me, and he gets like this little boy look on his face and goes, well, I gotta keep her, because I said if we were ever gonna have another cat, it'd be a calico, and God just gave her to me. So that's how they got Queen. Dad decided God gave him a cat, and it was the calico he'd always asked for, and then she had babies. Lots of them. She had Jamie in August, and he was a litter of 3, but the other 2 were stillbirths, so he was the only one that made it. And then Mom was like, this is fine, we have 2 cats, whatever, we have 1 and a kitten, this is fine. Because mind you, we've never had more than like 3 cats at a time. So Mom's like, I have 2 cats now. I have a mama and a kitten. This is fine, whatever. And then November rolled around, and she had another litter of 8 kittens, and every single one of them made it. So now Mom has 10 cats. And because of this, our friends and family started referring to our house as the Cat Ranch because the kittens happened and Mom went, cool, now we have to find homes for them. Well, Dad is in there naming them. He's sitting in there just, well, this one's like this and this one's like that. And she's like, oh, no, don't you start naming them, you're gonna get attached. And then he hears me go, oh, well, that one, she's black and she's got little socks on. Her name should be Socks. And Dad goes, oh, yeah, I like that. And then I pointed at the other one and I went, and she's tiny and she looks just like Queen, so she should be Princess. And the next thing we know, all the babies had names and none of them ever left the house. That's why the house just became the Cat Ranch. Because Mom suddenly obtained 10 cats, and every single one of them got kept. Every single one. So that's why we had all those babies. And Socks and Princess are currently the only ones we still have. Everybody else has passed away. Jamie, we lost Jamie last year, and we've lost everyone else over time. Jamie was 10. Yeah, they're 11 this year, I think. So it's not like they all went really young. But yeah, so that's why we have so many cats. Socks is currently not in the room. She left because I shook a water bottle at her. I didn't spray her with it. I just shook it so she'd hear the sound of water and she ran. But I'm sure she'll be back. Back to tell me all about it. On a different note, because it looks like I'm coloring Silu and Symphonia, but I am not. I've been working on this for about 3 months, on and off, not consecutively. I do a little bit and then I get distracted and then I come back. This is part of the reincarnation track. So do you think he can... Oh yeah, no, he had kitties at the apartment when it was just you and your sister, right? I was gonna say, wait, no, he's done cats before. Yeah, so, yeah. Aren't you allergic to cats, or is that Lacey? You know, for the love of the game, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I guess if I was allergic to cats, I don't know if I'd be able to live without a cat. I've always had one. Yeah, I've done the Zyrtec thing. There was definitely a section of my life where I had to take it like every damn day. It sucked. Oh, well, see, I don't know. I used to do that to Gino all the time. I used to just shove my face into him. Like I said, Gino was a big boy. Gino was giant. I know I have a picture of him on my computer. Hold on. I know I have a picture of my babies on my computer. I don't have them anymore. They passed away. They were both old. They were both extremely old. Don't I? Or did I move them to my external? I think I moved them to my external. There's Miss Pix. Where's Gino? Where's my Gino? Didn't I save a picture of him? I thought I have, like, compiled a little folder of all pictures of my baby. I know you have, but there's more people in this chat than you. Hold on. I know you have. You saw him when he was still with us. You've been here the whole time. Where is my sir? You have... that's... Sorry, I found a picture of him when he was in his cone. He hated me. He was so fucking mad. But I'm trying to find a picture that, like, demonstrates his size. Oh, there we go. This is my Gino. This is my baby boy. I'll show you what I just chuckled at. He was so fucking pissed. This is what I was chuckling at when he got stuck in a cone. When he had to have stitches. And when he had to have stitches because when I went to get, okay, more hilarious fun things about my animals. So Gino used to be the run to the litter, and one of the people Dad used to work with found him in a storm drain and saved him. And then he gave him to one of the ladies he worked with. Mind you, he worked with at the store of the business I currently work at now. He became one of my coworkers, this guy did. And he gave Gino to a lady he worked with. But the cats she had were beating the shit out of him because he was not part of their pack and he was the run to the litter. So he said something to Dad about it, and Dad was like, hold on, my kid just lost their cat, actually. Give me a picture. And Dad put it on the table, and he goes, if you want him, he's yours, I'll go get him. And it took me like 3 weeks, and I just kept staring at a picture of this kitten. And I was like, Dad, I want him, go get him. So they did, and they bring me back this tiny, like, fits in the palm of my hand cat, that we ended up having to wash his ass in the sink because he got scared in the cat carrier, and he got really dirty and pooped all over himself when we got him home. But the reason he had to have stitches was because when we got him fixed, his the poor thing's little balls didn't drop, so they had to go, like, find them and do actual surgery to get him fixed. And then dumbass couldn't leave his fucking stitches alone. So when I took him to get him out, they were red and they needed to, like, let him heal more, so they stuck him in a cone so that he could heal correctly. And dumbass would leave his frickin' stitches alone. He was so fucking mad at me. But and then my Pixel. Hold on, I gotta show you my Pixel pics. The other half of the journey. They were a 2-for-1. Pixel was one of my other friend's cats that she fucking abandoned. She found Pixel behind a trash can on Christmas Eve and took her in. And then when she was living, my ex-husband, me, he was my boyfriend at the time, and then one of my other friends from high school were all living together, she brought Pixel in and we brought in Gino, and they kind of bonded. And then she moved out without saying anything. She just like fucking left, and she left Pixel behind, so she just kind of became our cat. So yeah, she just kind of became our cat because she fucking left her when she moved out sporadically without saying a word. So we got a surprise cat. But this is Miss Pixel. This is my Pixel Pix. Like I said, they're both gone. But this was my baby girl, and I miss her every day. Just for clarification, Gino passed away. Gino and Pixel passed away in the same year. It fucking sucked. They passed away about 2 years ago. But Gino was 16, and Pixel was 14. So they were old babies. They were old. They were my old babies. I haven't had the heart to get another cat. I also have moms currently because I live with my mother because I live with my mother because my father passed away from cancer in 18, and Dad said take care of Mom because they were high school sweethearts and they were married for 37 years when he passed away. Dad said take care of Mom, so here I am. I live with my mother. I moved back in when Dad was dying. He asked for me, and here I am. I helped her get through the appointments and dealing with what we had to deal with, and yeah. This'll come up in November. I always do charity events in November because it is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month, and that is what took Dad. And I normally will do fundraisers for Project Purple because they help families with bills and processing, dealing with life while they have a loved one in care for pancreatic cancer. So this will come back up in November. I know we're talking about like real shit today and not lore and drama. I can explain the lore though if you guys want to know what the hell I'm doodling. Because it is not Cielu and Symphonia. I mean it's not, but it is. It is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not. Oh, you're getting me. Hold on. You're right. I made a hot drink and everything, and then I just let it sit there. You're doing the self-care clock. You're bullying me like I asked you to. Okay, yeah, there's there is things down in my channel points for you guys that are things like save your work, stretch your hands, drink something. You guys can bully me into self-care. There's also see, there you go. There's also a community fund in the channel points right now that when it hits max, you guys get to pick what's the next game I play. And there's a list on it that you can pick from. So when that hits, then you guys can say in the chat what you want to see me play. And I think, see, you do this every time. You just drop a big amount in. Hello, princess. But I think the list that I put up was Final Fantasy X. I put up Undertale, which is the one that Avon's going for it because it's a blind play and I've never played it before. It would be a for bestie thing because it's bestie's jam. And Undertale, please, for the love of God, chat, help me get there. Yeah, that one would be the blind play. I've never played it before. All the rest of them that are on the list, I've played. Yeah, I put, Epic Mickey 2, Undertale, I put up DeBlob, which was a really cute game for the Wii back in the day, and Final Fantasy X. But yeah, I've never played Undertale. Like, I also know almost nothing about it. Like, I can identify a few of the characters by sight. But like, I don't know anything about it. Like, I know that it's like pixels and it's a sprite-based game. But like, I don't know it at all. At all. So if it is imperative that you play this game, I know, and I will eventually. But if you manage to raise the points, it'll just happen faster. Yeah, it is. I am a weird member of society that has never played Undertale. Oh, I can get it. Because it asked me outright if I wanted to allow it or deny it, and I denied them. Oh, I can also explain that too, because I've only explained it, like, I think a couple times. Yeah, I know, like, almost nothing, and it's not just a huge part of gaming culture that makes it weird that I've never experienced it. It is a giant part of cosplay culture. Like, I can't begin to tell you how much it exploded at conventions. Almost everybody cosplayed from there. So and that's why I can identify characters by sight, because I can be like, oh, that cosplay is from Undertale, but I can't tell you what their fucking character's name is. But I can go, oh, that cosplayer's from Undertale. Oh, that character's from Undertale. But I don't fucking know a goddamn thing about them. I just know where your cosplay's from. Not only did it make me ugly cry for 4 hours straight after I beat it, but I fucking replay it all the time and constantly discover new little Easter eggs. And that's it. I promise I'll play it, but like, if you guys can do the little community thing, I'll play it faster. And we still need to watch back cover so we can get through KH3. Because that's where we're at in the Kingdom Hearts saga. Is the next thing we need to play is Kingdom Hearts 3. But we need to do back cover, and I don't think I can react to that on Twitch without getting in trouble. But yeah, we're almost to KH3, and mind you, KH3 is gonna be fun because Oh, no. Let me tell you why KH3 is gonna be fun without spoiling a goddamn thing for you. No spoilers. My mod, even Expression Bean, has never played Kingdom Hearts, and I was playing it so that Bestie could experience the story. So I swear to God, no one spoils shit. But the reason Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be fun is because I have only played it once. I played it on the original release because I pre-ordered it, And when I played it, Remind did not exist. Remind is the DLC that carries the story on. When I played it, Remind did not exist, and I have never played Remind. I've never played the DLC. My life went to hell shortly after Kingdom Hearts 3 dropped, and I've never played the DLC. So there are parts of Kingdom Hearts we're going to play that I am blind to. So that'll be fun. But KH3 is a fucking ride. And that's it. Like, I've only played it once. So I'm quite sure since I've replayed the entire series recently, more things are gonna hit than they did before. I do have, like, an entire fucking backlog of shit on Steam, that I need to play. I should show you guys my dirty little secret, and, like, it's not a dirty little secret, but it feels like it is. Of why I have, like, this, I'll show it to you, this giant-ass fucking backlog of bullshit on Steam, when I'm a fucking poor fucking Joker. Okay, hold on. Do you see this shit? Do you see how long this list fucking goes on? And how I have it fucking sorted? Do you see how long this goddamn list is of fucking games? And most of them I have never played. Let me tell you why this exists. Because 99.9% of them I never bought. So I'll show you why this exists. So, in one of my Michigan cosplayer discords, this channel exists, where someone programmed a bot one of the mods programmed a bot to come in, and every time something hits Epic Games or Steam for free, it will drop it in this channel. So that's why my backlog of games is so goddamn long, because, anytime that channel updates with something for free, I just add it to the library. Every single fucking time. I don't know if I'll ever play some of them, but they were free, so they're mine. I might. We don't know. But they were free. That's why the list is so fucking long, because it's all like a shit ton of free games that drops in that channel. Don't get me wrong. When I tell you guys I'm broke, I'm broke. Okay, hold on. I will. I'm gonna zoom out in a second, and I'll explain what's going on, because I keep saying this is not Silu and Symphonia, but it is, but it isn't, but it is, but it isn't. Can you, do me a favor, bestie, and type out both their names, so that when I, say them, people have, text to words? Hold on. Oh, I was all the way to the bottom. Thank you. Cool. Now you have a visual to text when I speak the name. Actually, hold on. Let me bring up their fucking profiles, so it's just not them fucking like kissing. This fucker and this fucker. Okay, this is who I am working on right now. This is Tati. Fucker, yeah. This is Tati. This is, Satelua. And they are not Silu and Symphonia, even though I know they are the same colors as Silu and Symphonia. Actually, hold on, where's the fucking list? Where's the blue crew and the oranges? I see that. Okay, well, there's the oranges. There's them. And where the fuck are all the blues? There they are. Them. Hey, you just showed up for me to drop a bunch of lore. Welcome. We're gonna talk about lore for a second. This is why when I say Tati is not Seelu. Technically all of them are related to Haya. Yeah, you get to hear the real... I'm glad you're here. You get to hear the hardcore, lore dump. Every time I say that, the drama and shit that goes on in Seelu and Symphonia's life is the tip of the iceberg, this is fucking why. So... Hold on. Boop. You also get to hear me say their names. Also, if you've ever been wondering how their species name is pronounced, it's Mysterica. They're Mystericans. But so this at the end, this is Haya. He is the god of music. He is I should just bring up fucking profiles. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really just kind of wanted to yak today instead of doodling. So yakking it is. Yes, Haya has a dragon form. Haya is Tiamat's son. Tiamat and Bahamut are twin siblings. They're twin gods. They made the universe. The universe was started by a spark that split in two, and it created two gods. Bahamut is a dick, by the way. He's your freaking muse! When my Mystericans talk about the Celestial Mother, or the Mother of all Mist, this is who they're talking about. They're talking about Lady Tiamat. And then they'll talk about the Father of the Soil or the Dragon Lord. They're talking about Bahamut. They both have dragon forms too. Thus the wings and the tails. So Tiamat gave birth gave birth to the 7 children that are referred to as the 7. And they are all different colors. She did this by blowing her mist through a prism, and it split into 7 colors. She is the goddess of creation. Bahamut is the god of destruction. They're two sides of the same coin. But Haya is one of her children. He is half of a pair to Haya and his twin sister Haja. And god of music, god of dance. And basically, Haya is a god, but he is also a fucking clown. And basically what happened is, since their mother is the frigging goddess of creation, and she can make people, then they must be able to make people too, is Haya's conclusion. Haya is, Avon's boy. And he writes him, I don't. I just designed him. And basically what happened was Haya went to his sister and decided he was fucking bored and he wanted to see if he could make people too, so he used part of the spark that powers the gods. He used his own mist and the notes of his music to see if he could make a guy. And he made Sulim. And so Sulim is the man that Haya made. He made himself a friend, and then he suddenly had a baby, and he did not know what to do with him, and he does not know how to raise a child. So he gave him to the local village and said, here, please take care of this. And then as a god, he conveniently forgot how time fucking works, and basically disappeared for 16 fucking years. So he came back, and the baby was no longer a baby. So that is how Sulim came to be. I have in parentheses by his name, Awesome Radiance, because that's what his name means. Haya's great at names. He fucking made a guy, and then he named him Awesome Radiance. This is why I say Haya is a goddamn clown. He went to his twin sister and went, what if I made a dude? And she went, I don't think you can. And he went, I'ma do it. And I'm gonna give him 2 swoops, which is the curls in his hair. And then he named him fucking Awesome Radiance. That's how Sulim was born. Yeah, Haya was directly responsible for Vistarican and Windarian naming conventions. So this is where this mess comes into play. And that's where this mess comes into play. So what happened was Bahamut also has children that are known as the Six. And there is a third god that is evolution, and evolution got corrupted by the darkness of men, because evolution would consume it to process it and then make people evolve. Well, pulling in that much darkness corrupted it, and it became chaos. And then chaos proceeded to decide that the universe belonged to it, and it used its abilities to possess the sixth, Bahamut's children, and turn them against the seven. And then what happened was when Haya got attacked by one of the six, Sulim took the hit. That's where we go over here. Sulim took the hit, and he got killed by a slash across his back, from shoulder to waist. And he promised Haya in his dying breath that everything would be okay and he would find him again. The problem is that beings that are born of mist, that have mist souls, don't reincarnate. Bahamut's children reincarnate. They cycle through life. They're governed by the spiral. Mist beings are not. They're governed by the linear line. So, like, you live and you die, and then once you die, your mist expands the universe. You do not reincarnate. So that's why Haya got really confused of, like, how are you gonna find me again? You're fucking dying and you don't reincarnate. Well, come to find out, Sulim is really, really stubborn, and he basically told the universe to get fucked. So since Sulim had part of the spark of life that powers the gods, thanks to Haya giving him part of his spark, Orange Kitty Boy defying cosmic law every day. Yeah, so since Haya was born of the spark and he gave it to Sulim, Sulim had it when he died. And when he died, he proceeded to burn part of that spark to reincarnate. The problem is when he burned the spark, yes, it brought him back into a new life, but it also started to burn his memories of Haya away. A little bit at a time. Where is that picture? I need this for dramatic effect. There it is. Sulim is here. Every time he dies, he burns part of the spark to reincarnate, because he said, I'm going to find you. And he meant it. So then, from Sulim, we go to Sada, and you can see as we go on the eyes are shifting in color because he's burning the spark. And then so we're here. From Sulim, we go to Sara, and then Sara got poisoned and did not find Haya. So we burned part of the spark and reincarnated. And then from Sara, we go to Shvitemas, and he got shot in an argument that started a war between Mysterica and Windaria. And he died and never found Haya. And every time we're losing memories as we go on. And mind you, every single name that I'm going to say until I get to here means radiance. Because this is awesome radiance. Every single freaking name means radiance. Because he needed a way for Haya to find him. So we go to Sara, to Shvitemas, and now we're to Ashulta. Ashulta found Misuki, a siren shark. And they became like best fucking friends ever. Ashulta fell in love with a fish. Oh, yeah, is in love with a fish. Yeah, Ashulta fell in love with a fish. He actually got that ask on my RP blog. Are you in love with a fish? And they became fucking besties. And then the other sirens decided they didn't like that, so they lured him out to sea and they drowned him. So Misuki kind of lost his fucking mind and got killed in a fight. So from there, because these are all vessels to Haya. From there, we go from Ashulta to Strongglass, and now we're on Octave, and they ended up finding each other. Strongglass is an archaeologist, and he likes playing with rocks and like history and all that, but he also doesn't have any fucking money and gets thrown out of the village a lot. Most people don't like him, and they also don't like Octave because he is a crystal dragon and he is the last of his kind. They deemed him a monster, and the village that he lives by also killed his twin sister. Even though Octave is like a fucking puppy incarnate, and he just wants to be friends. And he continues trying to be friends with these people, even after he saw what they did to his sister. He ends up befriending Strongglass, and those two end up falling in love. And they end up living together in Octave's little cave and making it work, until the village decides that Strongglass has lost his mind because he's been cursed by the demon, as they put it, and they try to intervene. And they basically capture him and almost throw him in an insane asylum, and Octave has to come find him, and still doesn't want to start shit even after that. Strongglass disagrees. He's ready to fucking throw down. And they end up getting killed when the town causes a cave-in, and it kills them. From there, we go to Rezatine. He is a thief, and he never finds his blue. He never finds his blue counterpart. He gets killed in a fight. He has a weakness for children, and he likes to steal and give to the poor, even though he's fucking dirt poor too. And he ends up getting in a fight and getting killed. And then from there, we go to Stradochide, who is a shy-ass history teacher. He is a music history teacher, who just wants to live alone with his cat. He has a stray cat he took in named Fortuna, and he just wants to live alone with his fucking cat and his mandolin. I just talked about Fortuna. But he ends up getting attacked in the middle of the fucking night, where like somebody literally comes into his home and fucking attacks him in his sleep. So he ends up running for his goddamn life, scared out of his fucking mind. And he ends up getting found by Kantek, and they end up living together, and they end up traveling together and falling in love and getting married. The thing I should be mentioning that I just remembered when I got to Strelachide, that I should be mentioning the problem, is that every single one of them, the way they died reflects health problems onto the next one. So, like, we're deep in. Like, every single one of them, the way they died reflects new health problems onto this one, and they keep compiling. It's not like the way this one died just gets this one, just gets this. No. Salim's problems go to Sara. Salim and Sara's problems go to Strelachide. Go to Sri Temas. And it keeps compiling. So, Stratochile's health fucking sucks. So he ends up dying of heart failure. His health sucks. He ends up dying of heart failure. Kantek eventually dies of just fucking loneliness. And Fortuna ends up getting killed. One, he's an old ass cat, but he also ends up protecting Stratochide and ends up getting killed. And then from there, we go to Sateroa, whose health is fucking garbage, and Tati. I just put a post up on my Blue Sky. And it's called, the story I labeled it as a Star Savior. That story is in Sateroa's point of view. So if you want to know a little more about them, that Star Savior is up. I'm going to tell you the little, like, trick behind why it's named that. Tati means star. That's what his name means. Tati means star. That's why it's named Star Savior. So Tati is a major in the Mystercan military, and Sateroa kind of lied his ass off about his health to get into the Mystercan military, but he's damn good at his fucking job. They both have nicknames within the space of the military because of what they're capable of. Yeah, and that's also the thing. Like, every single one of them doesn't remember their past life. Every single one of them's health problems are compiling, and the further we get away from Sulim, they have almost no memories of Haya. That's also what's going on with this. I'll zoom in on it so you can watch. Because he was made with Haya's spark, his eyes are the same color as Haya's mist. And the more you scroll through that color, this is Sateroa, is draining out until you hit orange, which is the actual color of his mist. You can see the spark drain out of his eyes, which is also the memories of Haya that are going. So yeah, Sateroa lied his ass off to get into the Mystercan military. He told a bunch of lies, said he was in perfect health, and he faked a bunch of exams. And he eventually gets found the fuck out and almost thrown out of the military. But the problem is Sateroa is an orphan and has no friends and family, so he has nowhere to go. So Tati is his friend at this point, ends up intervening, and your mist color is always your hair color. So, like, the color of their soul is always orange. But the spark of Haya's mist is fading out of their eyes. The spark that gave Haya life is fading out of their eyes. So if they exhaled, every single one of them would exhale citrine orange. They all would have that power. But yeah, you get to see the shift of that spark of life that Haya gave him fading out of his eyes. So basically what happened with Tati and Satelua is, Satelua almost got his ass thrown out of the fucking military because of lying about his medical, but Tati stepped in and said, I'll take him, and basically took over and threw him into his squadron, and he basically went and found him and was like, hey bestie, guess what? I'm having a bad day, I don't want to talk to you. I know you're having a bad day, but it's about to get better. You have a new CO. Is he as much of an asshole as my last one was? I mean, you could say that. It's me. So, Satelua's, commanding officer is Tati. And they end up getting killed in the war. It's really shitty, too. They end up getting killed in the war. And then the next time the reincarnation happens, it's Symphonia. And that's where names come into play. Like, this is how hardcore the names went. Okay, like, I know I tell you my names have translations, but this is how hardcore they went. Every single life, 1 through 8, is named Radiance. The 9th and last final life, where the spark has finally faded away, and it is truly 100% this mist not being powered by the spark of the gods. It's Symphonia. His name is Symphony. The life that was born of Haya's music. The life that was born of the god of music's music. His name is Symphony. I'll go through the names of Haya's vessels, because Avon pulled a great one with that too. So now we are to Symphonia, who has no fucking memories of Haya. The only thing he knows of Haya is that Haya is one of the gods they worship. Any kind of relationship they had, you don't fucking know. So yeah, and that's also the thing, like, Haya and Seelu kind of, here, actually, hold on, I can explain that way better. I drew that picture I drew for Art Fight, that, like, nobody got but us. Where is it? Divine Intervention. Haya kind of exists as this, like, little ghost figure that can bother the fuck out of Seelu. He kind of exists as this little ghost-like figure that, like, only really Seelu can see, and he just, like, bothers the shit out of him fucking constantly. And so yeah, and that's it too. Like, Haya existing as a ghost sees Symphonia and it's like, that's it, that's my orange thing. And Symphonia only knows that Haya is a god they worship. He doesn't know anything. It's all fucking gone. And then Tati reincarnated as Seelu. So the thing with their names is Musiki's name means music. Octav's name is octave. Context's name means song. Tati is star. Seelu is soul. So all the lives have died, and the depression is getting worse because he keeps losing his love. So now the finals of their incarnations are the symphony and the soul. So there's that too. That the symphony fell in love and married the soul. So, who's, you know, only the incarnation of the god of fucking music. So there's that. There's that the soul of music is married to the symphony. There's that too. So yeah, there's that. That's what's going on. That's why I also keep saying that that's like the tip of the iceberg. And then Seelu and Symphonia have like a fucking hell of a time with their lives, and everything's worse, and Haya's way more freaking out because there's no more spark to burn. Yeah, it's legitimately the last life. If Symphonia dies, there's no way to reincarnate. There's no reset button. There's no more spark. So he can't fuck up. And then you have problems like Likey consistently trying to murder Symphonia like all the fucking time, and he can get away with it super easy and in ways most people don't notice because like he's Symphonia's acting doctor. You know, nothing big. And that's also the thing, by the time we get to Symphonia, Symphonia's health is fucking garbage. Symphonia has fatigue, he has a heart arrhythmia, fainting, tachycardia, he has migraines, chronic fatigue, chronic pain, bipolar, depression, anxiety. Like, Symphonia's health is garbage. Like, low stamina, can't fly very far on his own. Not without, like, risking fainting. That's like so when I write things or I talk about Silu being really, really protective of Symphonia, that's why. One, just because, like, the whole relationship of their souls knowing each other, but, also because, his hubby's health is garbage. So, he's very protective of his orange, and he gets into some fights. Yeah, Silu is a biter. That Silu, he is. Well, and that's also the thing too with Silu and Symphonia. Symphonia is like the most famous musician that Mysterica has ever seen. I mean, he's the fucking symphony. There's a reason I draw him with instruments so much. I keep trying to drive home the point of his name. Oh, that drama too. Hold on. There's that drama too. It's reference. This is what you need. This diagonal scar across Symphonia's back is a birthmark. Selim died by taking a sword slash to the back. That shit's a fucking birthmark. Symphonia has a slash-like birthmark across his back. So, you know, that's a thing. He also has a birthmark that's on his hip that's a music note. And Silu has birthmark on his shoulder that is the same star tattoo markings that Haya used to have on his shoulder. So yeah, there's all that giant lore drop today. I'll say, and if random note, if anyone is wondering, yes, every single one of the incarnations is on Artfight. Oh, that's not what I want. Horn's color. That's my horn's color. Every single one of the incarnations is up on Artfight. I think the only characters I still need to put up on my Artfight is I need to put up Kessa and I need to put up, Haja. And then I need to eventually get off my ass and draw the rest of the 7. I have drawn 2 Tiamat's 7 children. Um, I know, the first ones I need to do is I need to draw Utu, I need to draw Enki, and I need to draw, Nibata, and then I need to do, Damu and Aya. And you need to, like, come up with some kind of what you want the 6 to be designed by so that I can draw them. Because I've got names, but, like, that's it. You haven't really given me more than that. And then I have, like, a whole list of Mystericans I still need to draw. I mean, he is a dick. Bahamut is kind of an asshole. Maybe it'll come more to you as you start to flesh out Windaria. Need to put in shadow. Hold on. Oh, I already clicked multiply. Got it. I'm on the wrong color too. Yeah, so like the next time you look at Seal and Symphonia, now you'll know about the incarnations and you'll know why I say they're a little bit of I love you in every universe. They're a little bit of I love you in every life. As the song that I named a thread before that you still need to answer is playing. So yeah, the story that I put up on Blue Sky, that's Star Savior, um, actually is going over the whole lying his ass off to get into the military thing. Um, that's exactly what that story is tackling. When he almost got his ass thrown out of the fucking military. Um, and then Tati coming to save the day. Um, oh yeah, and I didn't get into their nicknames within the space of the military. Hold on. I don't have a picture drawn for Satelua yet, but I do have one for Tati that I did for even for Art Fight last year. Where are you, Tati? This one. So Tati's prowess, his area of expertise in the space of magic is ice and water. His ice and water. So his nickname within the space of the military is Frostbite. Because he's known to soak down a battlefield and then fucking freeze that shit. Where Satelua's area of expertise is that he can use lightning magic and he can use fire, but he is better at fire than he is at lightning. And his thing is he has a tendency to cause explosions on the battlefield, so his nickname became Flashpoint. Oh, I should show you their weapons too. Because I got in this kick at the end of, like, I think last year, and I just started drawing weapons. Because Mysterican Knights bind their souls to their weapons. Come on. This is Tati's weapon. Its name is Glacier Rush. And then these are Satelua's daggers. They're named as Volcanic Sonata. So I still need to draw a picture of Satelua with his weapons, like casting fire and being a badass, but I haven't done it yet. She's back! Socks has returned to tell me that Mom is gone, like I don't already know that. She's back to tell me her woes. She has returned to tell us that this is the worst kitty life ever. Mom is gone. She'll be back. You got a week, kid. Kid, I say like she's not fucking 10 years old. Oh yeah, I'll resend them to you. Sorry, I zoned out. It didn't beep at me that you made a noise. Every time you hear that ding, I programmed Streamlabs to yell at me so that I don't miss messages. Yeah, I'll resend those to you. And speaking of things, I know you guys read writing on my Blue Sky, but Bestie McShyface here is my writing partner and writes the other half of all of this. in a back and forth type format. So if you would like to see the rest of it, Bestie McShyface is shy and thinks he needs to ask for permission to post his own goddamn writing on his own goddamn page. And I told him he didn't have to ask for permission and people did want to read his writing. So tell him that. Hype him up a little bit. He posted some of it today. I posted a story called Silver-Tongued Symphony. It's called that because Symphonia is dealing with Sumu. We hate Sumu. Everyone I know or reads about him hates Sumu. Hold on. I'll get a picture, I promise. Sumu is a worthless piece of garbage, and he is nicknamed Trashmallow, or Slimy Sewer Man, whichever you prefer. I don't want Wonderland, I want Mysterka. Okay, so for context, the Mysterkan government is divided into two branches, and it is a theocracy because the church holds power. Because, that never went wrong. And the government is... Oh, why am I doing that way? I'll do it this way. I know I have a picture of them together. I know I drew them together. There it is. Okay, the Mysterkan government is divided into two. It is divided between the church and the crown, which is also known as the royal family and the religious council. They both hold power within the space of the government. And they're both responsible for certain things. This is Lord Orinko. He is the king. He is obviously the head of the side that is the crown. And they, and like the royal knights slowly answer to the crown. They do not answer to the church. We hate Sumu in this house. And like I've previously discussed, Mist has powers. Mist is, your mist color is a reflection through your hair. And every color has its own power. Now, by that I mean, like, orange has a power, but all shades of orange have the same power. The power doesn't change because of the shade, but the intensity of it does. So, like, someone who has really light orange mist, the intensity of their power would last longer than someone with really dark orange mist. There's that. So the lighter your mist is, the longer that stuff will last. So, red's power, so aka, when Orinko exhales, if you were to breathe in his mist, the power that it casts is paralyze. Yes, he can breathe at people and paralyze them. It's not permanent. It wears off eventually. But, like, the more of it you breathe in, the longer it's going to happen. So that's what Orenko can do. Red is paralyze. Sumu is silver. And, silver gray. They all shades of it do the same thing. And he is the Pispa, he is the, or bishop, he is the head of the religious council, he's the head of the church. He also refers to himself as the speaker for the Celestial Mother, but Tiamat hates his ass. He doesn't know that, though. But Sumu's power is Silver Mist, and Silver Mist casts a charm spell. So, like, he can persuade people, and he can manipulate them by exhaling. And his mist is so light, it's really hard to see. So you might not know you're breathing it in. And the more you breathe it in, the more he can, like, persuade you or get you to tell him things that you would never tell, or, like, things like that. You know, he can influence people's decisions because he fucking breathes out a goddamn charm spell. That doesn't seem dangerous to have in the position of a high-ranking governmental official. Not at all. That couldn't go wrong. But that's why the post that I posted, the title of it is Silvertongue Symphony. You know whose name is Symphony. So Symphonia gets kind of pissed because one of his nephews, Orenko's boy, is being mistreated. So he kind of goes to bitch Sumu out, but Sumu takes advantage of that shit and just kind of casually exhales in the same room. And then starts getting a bunch of shit out of him that he would normally never tell him. Well, that my section of it is posted, which is Sumu and Symphonia interacting, and then he ends up on his way back to the palace and ends up getting picked up by Vladio. And Vladio works under Tulta. Tulta is one of Avon's OCs. And Tulta is Sinfonia's godfather. Sinfonia's father passed away in the war. Sinfonia's father, Shoki, is Tulta's best friend. And he took over because his bestie said, hey, if anything happens to me, take care of my kid. So he's taking care of his kid. So Avon's part that he posted today is Tulta's response to not being able to find his godson, and like getting in Sumu's face about it. So he posted that today, and then I posted my response to it, which the first part of it is in Vladio's point of view, and then the second part of it is in Sumu's point of view. And that's how we write back and forth. So it's like I control Sumu. I write his reactions, and since Avon writes Tulta, then I respond to whatever happened with Tulta. Tulta responds to whatever happened with Vladio and Sumu, and we go back and forth. That's how the writing works. So like, I don't write Cielu. Bessie writes Cielu. That's his fucking clown boy. First thing I joined is with face sucking. The whole thing's that, baby. Oh! Ta-da! The whole... I'm talking about lore, which is talking about OCs. The whole thing's kissing, dude. I just explained that they're reincarnations of souls that have been trying to find each other for millennia. They kiss. They're married. In almost every life, when they reincarnate, they're married. And married people kiss. But yeah, some of Avon's writing, I reposted it on my page, is already up. Bestie needs encouragement, he's fucking shy. But yeah, if you want more writing, it's there, because there is a whole world of writing between Cielu and Symphonia. We've been writing them for 3 years. And I'm happy to give it to you if you guys want more writing. shine their hair yet. Oh, we're getting raided again. Hey guys, you're back. I was gonna say hi, you're back. You're back again. Welcome back, guys. We're getting raided again. I need you to know I did hear that in tune. My old millennial ass would be shamed if I didn't hear that in tune. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I'd still need to do it a couple more. I still need to get, like, do things a couple more times. I don't know. We've been trying for a long time for that. I've kind of hit a point in my life where I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We've been going after that for a long ass fucking time. Although that would be fun, we have a whole bunch more people that when I finally decide to play Undertale, you all can watch me flounder through this game blindly, because like I said, I don't know jack about it. And if you contribute to that community thing in my channel points, we'll get there faster. Or you can pick something else, although I'm sure Bestie will cry. We'll put it to a chat vote. So yeah, and if there's any of my other characters you guys want to hear me ramble for the lore about, it's all thick. There's also an entire channel in the OC chatter channel of my Discord, or, well, me and Aven's Discord, that already exists of me, like, explaining everything hardcore. And I mean, like, down to biology. Explaining the kingdom, explaining how the government works, explaining how their freaking bodies work down to biology, because they are not human. Like, there's a lot. I've been writing these little puffballs for friggin' 6 years now. There's a lot. Oh, it is 420, isn't it? It's not a thing that I'm part of, so I don't keep track of it. Like I said, though, I've been all flustery today with all the cosplay drama. to which I can see I have like 15,000 missed messages from on my Discord from my fellow judges I will deal with when I am done streaming. Oh yeah, Satala. Back to Tati. I mean, that's understandable. So how's everybody doing? I need to do shadow. We're getting there. Still have to shine their hair and shine their horns. We'll do hair right now. puppy again. The pup. Even though he's like... No, he's 3 now, isn't he? Oh, damn. Wait, no, he was a baby when... So yeah, he's not a baby. He's getting to be up there. It's been that long. Holy shit. What is time? What is fucking time? I'm just gonna slam down the I'm old excuse again. Haven't bought it yet. Oh, that's another random piece of lore. So every single one of the puffs that I draw, I call them puffs because they have puffy hair and they are my puffs. That's why I am king of the puffs. This choker they wear, the colored band that every single character wears, the one that's on my VTuber 2, we call it their Sirunvare, that it means colors of the soul. It's the colors that reflect their souls as people. Every single Mysterican wears one because it is identification. It is, no two bands are the same, and it is how they identify each other. It's literally like them carrying an ID card, and it never comes off. So it's their ID, but it's also like that because when Mystericans die, their bodies fade out and they don't leave corpses, and that band is the only thing that's left behind. So that's how they also find out when people die. That's also why I have in my art fight rules that it can't come off. And that it must be there, because it's literally identification. Oh no. Baby boy. Hands are achy. Oh, Princess at least settled in. Ow. Hands are a little achy. Let me save where we are. I did save. Good. Okay. Yeah, I did 2 hours. I was gonna say I was gonna go a little bit longer, but my hands are starting to ache again, and I'm trying to not push my knuckles past the point of hurting. So I think this is where we're gonna pause for today. We actually got quite a bit done on this, but I ended up talking about lore, so that's fine. I appreciate you guys all popping in and hanging out and listening to me ramble about my drama that I'm dealing with right now. I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what time. Probably around 7. I'll post it on Blue Sky. Thanks guys, I appreciate you.